Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick update video about the channel, some of the stuff that is going on over the next few weeks essentially. I wanted to keep you guys posted on all of that as well. And we're also going to do an opportunity for feedback on the channel as well. So without Magic Duels as well, the channel's been suffering a little bit as people move away from that kind of thing. So I wanted to get your feedback if you're planning on staying, what you'd like to see and stuff like that. But we'll get to that in a second. So a couple of things I want to mention. The Sunday stream, the Sunday Magic stream, I'm going to be moving that over to Monday instead. It's going to be the same time as usual, which is midnight GMT. The link is in the description to my channel as well. There is a panel below the stream window that will show you all of the times for Pacific and Eastern as well. If you want to follow me on Twitch, if you haven't done so already as well, you'll get notifications when I go live on Monday. So the MTGO draft as well, the Amonkhet draft, I'm going to have to move that to next week because I'm having a bit of finance issues. So I did promise that I would match the donations from the stream, but with my rent coming out recently, I'm not really able to afford that just yet until next week. So it's probably going to be either a Thursday or a Friday, but I'll make another video letting you know in advance as well. But that'll also be live streamed, so if you are following me on Twitch, you'll get a pop-up essentially to let you know that I'm going live on that. And the VODs will be available as well and going up on the channel. So the main reason I wanted to make this video is that I'll be cutting down on videos. You may notice that I've been flooding it a bit, and it was maybe a bit too much. It's a bit too much for me to handle as well, because I'm making about 5 to 7 videos every single day now, and most full-time channels don't even touch half of that, so I'm wanting to cut back on that a little bit. Some of those are stream VODs, but is also splitting them up and editing them as well, which still adds to the time, and it's really affecting my ability to get them out on time as well. You may notice that they're late or just sometimes missing. It's just because I haven't had enough time in the day to make all of those videos and release them on time, in addition to the fact that we're starting up Gwent as well, so I kind of need time to grind out cards for that as well, so I can make quality content, as opposed to the almost lacking kind of card pool that I've got now. I can still make budget decks for you guys, but I can't make the like ranking kind of decks where I'm using all of the top tier gold cards or anything like that. I can't go anywhere near that kind of stuff right now until I've done a serious amount of grinding on that game, so I need to find some time to do that, and this YouTube schedule is just not enabling me to do that. So what's being cut back? So essentially, Dead Space, once that series has finished, I'll not be replacing it with another series. So for the time being, the channel's still going to appear just the same for the most part. But once Dead Space is gone, I'm not going to be replacing that anymore. RimWorld is staying put as well. That will be still a daily series. I'll only be swapping that out if I get burnt out on it, which has happened before. And if I do end up getting burnt out on that, then there'll be a vote for the patrons on what you want to replace it for. And once we've finished that series, I'll come right back to RimWorld just the same way as I always have. Magic Duels is still also staying the same as well, so that's 3 videos and a deck tech for non-patrons, and then an extra 4th video for anybody who's donating $1 on Patreon as well. That is just the same, that is not changing whatsoever. So that should be Monday to Wednesday or Thursday if you are a patron. The Saturday stream essentially will always be the Misk game series as well. So currently it's the Solus Project. That will always be a game series. I think you guys really took a shine to kind of doing this Let's Play style of stream on a Saturday. So I'd like to continue that as well. I think Solus stream might be finishing this week. It feels like we're close to the end of it anyway, so once that has ended, there'll be yet again another poll up on the Patreon for those who are in that reward tier to vote on what they'd like to see me stream next. And then, of course, Gwent is now going to become a weekly series as well. I think the format I've decided on is to essentially make two videos. So the first video is the deck tech plus the match, the couple of matches, and then the second video is just another couple of matches. And then for the extra Patrons incentives as well, there'll be a third one going up for you guys as well. I don't think I've got the time to make 3 videos and a fourth for Patrons as far as Gwent's concerned. Plus, of course, as I mentioned, I need to grind out some more cards so I can make some better content for that. So I've mentioned Patreon a few times, and that's also going to get an update as well. So for those who are currently already Patreons, well, first of all, thank you very much for supporting the channel. I want to add more content for you guys, for no extra cost, of course. So all of the rewards that you're currently getting are going to stay. They're not going to change into a different tier bracket or anything like that. I just want to add extra for that as well. So as I mentioned, the third Gwent video will come up for patrons who are supporting $1 or more. So that's the minimum essentially that you can support. All of that's available. So now for $1 you'd be getting 2 videos every single week, which hopefully is better bang for your buck, because I really want to make sure that you guys don't feel like you're paying more for what you are getting essentially. I want to make sure that you guys are getting the value for your money, because I don't like it to be a charity. I want it to be a service. So the more value I can give you guys in a reasonable amount anyway, the better. I obviously can't make 5,000 Patreon videos is my point essentially. The goals as well, they're going to be changing up a little bit as well. So like the $100 goal that we were going to reach was for Magic Jewels tournaments, and that's probably not going to happen anymore. So be sure to stay tuned for that if you want to be kept up to date. I'm thinking maybe the new goal instead of tournaments might be something to do with MTGO drafts more consistently, that kind of thing. Any feedback that you guys have on that, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below as well. Also, with Magic Jewels in its slow decline, obviously the channel is taking a new direction. So I'm going to be changing up the appearance essentially of the channel. It's going to be getting a new coat of paint, so that means new end cards, new banners, new channel icons, and even new end music as well. I'm going to be changing all of that up in the next week or two. If you are an artist or you're maybe up for helping out with any of that kind of stuff as well, be sure to just contact me either in the comments section, or you can send me an email. The link to my email is in the description. If you want to make my banners or channel icons, or even if you're a musician and you want to make some end music that I can keep more permanently, because right now I use royalty-free music, and that's a little bit risky if it ends up not becoming royalty-free anymore. Some of my old music essentially got copyright claimed a while back, so I would prefer to be on essentially having end music that's not at risk of getting a copyright strike, is the basic point I'm making. Anyway guys, that's essentially the update. So I'm looking for a bit of feedback on the channel as well. With Jewels going, the channel's in a little bit of decline right now. I think most of the people who are leaving the channel right now are those who are anticipating the cut-off of Magic Jewels, and maybe not so interested in MTGO if that ever pops up. So I want to make sure that those you guys who are sticking around essentially, I want to know what you think of the channel as it stands, and with all of the changes that I'm going to be making as well. So the cutbacks on the channel, I want all of your feedback. I can take criticism. Don't be afraid to say something harsh if you need to say it. I'll take it. I might not enjoy it, but I'll take it. I'm very good with feedback. Also, if you are currently a patron as well, are you getting enough value for what you're pledging at the moment? With the addition of the Gwent content as well. If you are a patron and you feel like you're getting your money's worth, please let me know. And if you don't as well, also let me know. Would you like me to add anything to the Patreon as well? Currently we only have 2 reward tiers, but would you like to see a $5 reward tier? And what would you like to see it be? Anything whatsoever, just let me know. I'm taking any ideas. Some of them, of course, might not be reasonable enough, but I was thinking maybe for $5 having something like you message me and I'll build you a deck of your choice every month just for you if you wanted me to do that, so I can do some deck building in my spare time. Personally, for those who have a $5 tier, I just want to make sure that if you do want to donate, that you're getting your money's worth, and if you were considering donating a bit more, that you're still getting your money's worth. If you are a patron or you're interested in becoming one as well, what reward tiers would you like to see? So even if you're not a patron, I still want to know what you guys think of the Patreon page. Also, with the new Gwent content as well, I did see a few dislikes on the Gwent content. I'm not sure if that's just the hardcore Magic Duels players not very happy that I'm switching over to Gwent, or if it's genuine distaste for the content that I put out this week. If you are one of those people who disliked the video, maybe you could tell me why. I'm curious. What would you like to see from Gwent, though? Would you like me to make budget decks based off of the starter decks that you get? Would you like me to do exactly what I do with Magic and try to make as much jank as possible? Would you like to see some tutorials on how to play? So maybe if you're not into Gwent so much because you're a bit intimidated by it or you just don't understand it, would you like me to make a tutorial on it? And if so, what kind of tutorials would you like to see? Would you like me to show you how I deck build? Would you like me to show you the basic mechanics of the game? That kind of thing. Any feedback that you guys have is welcome, so be sure to let me know in the comments section below. Thanks very much if you stuck around for this entire video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.